What's up, everybody? It's your boy C Sams, and this is The Specs. Black Panther came out and crushed the box office. Then again, we kind of knew he was going to crush the box office, but the numbers that it put up, oh my goodness. It has now become either the 5th or the 6th highest grossing opening weekend of any movie of any genre. That's a lot to say. Great job, Marvel. But guess what? Marvel has been telling us about Wakanda for quite some time. So we're going to just jump right into it. I'm going to list the 5 things you may have missed about the coming of Wakanda.
Tell me something. What do you know about Wakanda?
Number 1, Iron Man 2. Yeah, Iron Man 2. Now, everybody may say that Iron Man 2 was probably one of the weakest movies of the MCU. I beg to differ. Iron Man 2 was filled with Easter eggs in order for us to get to this point. At the end of Iron Man 2, we see Tony Stark talking with, who else? Nick Fury. And as they're talking about the Avengers initiative and how they want Tony to be a consultant, there is a screen that's in the back. Now, in this screen, we do see the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk at Carver University destroying the place. We also see a couple of indicators on the map. We see where Captain America is going to land. We see New Mexico where the hammer is. And we also see an indicator in Africa, in the center of Africa, exactly where he said Wakanda is. It makes so much sense that they did it this way because now you actually see and you get an idea of what Marvel was trying to do. They planted the seeds, and this was back in 2010. This is 8 years ago. And they have been planting the seeds ever since then.
Tell me something. What do you know about Wakanda?
Number 2, Captain America, the first Avenger. Now, Captain America, the first Avenger came out, and that was a pretty good movie. Now, during this movie, we actually start to see the first glimpse of Wakanda in the form of vibranium. During the scene where Howard Stark is talking to Captain and he's showing him all these different shields, Captain looks down and he sees this circular shield. He says, hey, what about this? What is this made out of? It's very light and it's very durable. He said, you're looking at the most valuable metal on the planet. This is called vibranium. He said, is there any more of it? He said, what you're looking at is all we have. And it's very clear that this is exactly where they got it from, Wakanda. Now we look back and we see in the movie how Ulysses Claw was the only person who got in there and got out. Guess what? There were some other people who were able to get in there and get out undetected, and they were only able to get just a small piece of vibranium. And look what they were able to do with it. And we saw this in Captain America.
Tell me something. What do you know about Wakanda?
Number 3, Age of Ultron, the Avengers, Age of Ultron. Now, we actually see for the first time they mention Wakanda during the scene where they are trying to figure out who Ulysses Claw is and who Ultron is going to get this vibranium from. Captain is kind of confused. He's saying, well, Howard said that they got all the vibranium out of there. Are you telling me there's more? And it's pretty clear, it's much more vibranium where that came from. Now, during this time, we see Bruce Banner looking. He said it's in this African area called Wakanda. And they're saying that because there is a brand on the neck of Ulysses Claw. Thor actually pointed that out. So you see right there that they are talking about Wakanda. They're saying Wakanda's a real place. Vibranium comes from Wakanda. They still don't know what Wakanda is, but when you go to see Ulysses Claw, it's a wasteland that they go to. That's pretty deep.
Tell me something. What do you know about Wakanda?
Number 4, Captain America Civil War, the first appearance. Now, in this movie, we see 2 kings. We see T'Chaka and we see T'Challa. Now, T'Chaka is the Black Panther. He is the king, but he is older now, so he's more of a diplomat. Now, he looked like he was gonna start opening the doors to Wakanda, at least to say, well, Wakanda is a nation that wants to help. And before he get a chance to do that, explosion, death, boom, T'Challa is put into the role. Now, on the way to the detainment center, T'Challa is talking to Cap and to Falcon. He's saying, You know, the Black Panther is a warrior that serves the people of Wakanda for generations and generations. Now that my father is dead, I now hold the mantle as king. So he was saying he's already Black Panther. He now holds the mantle of king. So now he's king and he's Black Panther. So we see right off the bat who Black Panther is, and that his entire suit is laced with vibranium. Also, in the same movie, Ultron is saying the most versatile substance on the planet, and they make a frisbee out of it. Humans. He's talking about humans when he talks about the shield of Captain America. This substance is what made, if you think about it, made Vision. So Vision is actually vibranium. Think about that. Blew your mind, right? Clean yourself up.
Tell me something. What do you know about Wakanda?
Number 5, the last thing. Now, this is a bit of a speculation, but we're going to throw it into this list. I believe what's going to happen next in Infinity War is that Thanos now knows where Wakanda is and now knows where vibranium is. Remember, because of the fact that this rock or meteorite came from the sky and created this barrier around them, they were able to be undetected by everyone. Now that the doors are starting to be opened up to Wakanda and people are going to start to know where Wakanda is, Thanos is coming straight for Wakanda so he can take back the substance, which is called vibranium. We don't know where vibranium came from. We don't even know if they, or the aliens, or Thanos, or the Black Order, if they know what vibranium is and what they can do with it. Who knows? But it looks like that's where they're going to be for some of the movie in Infinity War.
Tell me something. What do you know?
And that was it. That's the list. Now, some of these things you may have forgotten about, and some of these things might be new to you. But like I said, Marvel knows exactly what it's doing. They have plans all the way to 2023 of movies. So you know they know what they're talking about. So we saw Iron Man 2. We saw Captain America, the first Avenger. We saw Age of Ultron. We also saw Civil War. And we're going to be seeing Infinity War. And this is all circling around one particular country in the mother continent of this world. Africa, in other words, Wakanda. Man, Marvel stole my heart. Anyway, this is your boy C. Sams. This was the 5 things. I hope you learned something today. Like, share, and subscribe. Put something down in the comments. If you see something else that I may have missed, hey, add it to the list. That's what's up. That's what we talking about. So, this is your boy C. Sams. That comic show. That 5 things. Zams out.